but normally the spike strip will activate and it will deflate the tire. It doesn't take normally that long at that speed for that tire to deflate. That would be unusual to go that distance on a deflated tire, but something prompted that left front to start sparking and obviously came to a stop. Very unusual to jump on. Now again, at night, those motorists that are traveling on that roadway coming home from work, going to a destination, all of a sudden there's a pedestrian in front of them. The direction where the driver ran, those folks had no idea what was going on. And all of a sudden, they're on a freeway at night in the dark, and all of a sudden there's a pedestrian in front of them. And the individual did not want to be taken into custody. You saw a number of deputies trying to take that person into custody. The second individual, the passenger, obviously surrendered peacefully. But now you've got that freeway north and south blocked up, and it's going to be blocked up for quite a while. But thank goodness it's what we call coming to an end, a successful conclusion. But now they'll get the evidence, they'll get the impound, et cetera. They'll get both suspects in custody. They're going to search that car to see if there's any other suspects in that car. They'll put them in the back seat on the floor. But fortunately, it's come to an end as far as the vehicle pursuit. But it was interesting how that driver was on that freeway at the darkness, and it may have been hit, but with everything that was going on was not complying with the directions of the deputies, and they were using what force was necessary to take the individual into custody, who was resisting, violently resisting from the view that we were seeing on the screen.
I mean, there was a lot going on very quickly, and now we see the officers breaking the window in the back of this vehicle. You wonder if there's anybody else in that vehicle. Why would they be breaking the window?
Well, they look at the scene. They want to make sure. They've got the ballistic panel that they're utilizing. They're up on the car to find out. I don't know why they wouldn't open the door.
Just open the door if there's not somebody in there, right?
Exactly. They've got enough illumination with the flashlights. I don't know what the issue was with breaking the window.
I think, I don't know if you saw this, Christine, it looked to me when all that craziness was happening, and this is why I would love if we could get that video turned around, that there were some shots fired either by officers or by that guy right around where that car is. And that might be why we're seeing so many flashlights looking for potential evidence, looking for potential bullets. But there was a lot that happened quickly, and I don't know, it appeared as if the driver may have tried to run, may have gotten hit on his foot or something. Then it seemed to may have tried to carjack another vehicle, and at that point there may have been shots fired by the officers.
Our assignment team saying that there was a rifle on the ground believed to be the suspect. So perhaps there is something to that. Dennis, go ahead.
Well, I would question that if the suspect, because the deputies had to exit their vehicle, the suspect obviously came to the shoulder, jumped out, took off over that center median. But if there was no weapon in that individual's hand and there was some illumination, I would question, unless the suspect was firing at the deputies, the fact that the individual ran away, I would question if they were engaged in gunfire at that time, unless they actually saw a weapon or the individual running away. But it looked like he was running as he transferred over to the other direction on the freeway, in the opposite direction, with the traffic that was traveling at night with no lights, not seen. I would question why shots would be fired in that particular situation. So that's a question. If the suspect did fire as he exited the vehicle, that's a situation. But we were not able to see that because it blurred. And as it blurred, we weren't able to see exactly what's happening. But obviously, jumping the center median, the deputies had to get out and jump over also. So there was a time lag in between. So we don't know exactly what happened. But it looks like the individual, the suspect, was struck at least one time by a vehicle, but still resisted. There was a number of deputies trying to put the handcuffs on. The individual was resisting, wasn't cooperating. But the second one, again, the second suspect was taken to custody peacefully. So the investigation will take place. I would say this freeway, this 14, is going to be shut down for quite a while.
Yeah, and you feel for all these people who are trying to potentially get home after a long day of work, now that are basically stuck in their cars, and it's going to be hard for them to get out of that area anytime soon. So a heads up, if any of your loved ones, maybe you're expecting them back around now, that they may be stuck for a while. Is that a tow truck that's arrived there? Oh, maybe not.
All right, so we have that video of that, the end of this pursuit, that wild end. Go ahead and take a look here on your screen as we take a look at what happened here. So you saw that pursuit right there, it ended there. That's the suspect. They're running on the freeway, jumping over the median. They're onto the other side of the freeway. And watch here as this traffic is...
Boom! It looks like he's hit there.
At full speed, that traffic.
And then another car almost hits him. you see the officers come by, and then
he tries to carjack a car here.
Yeah.
He tries to run and get in this car here on the left.
Flashlights, and then the car's going, and yeah, I don't know if those are the flashlights turning on or what that is. But does it not look to you, Dennis, like maybe there's some sort of gunfire there or something?
Not really.
Okay.
No, because he was struck, and remember,
it's just a flashlight.
He did try to carjack that car, but the deputies, he was running away. I don't see any gunfire. I don't see a weapon in his hand. But again, as you see them taking the individual down, they may be highway patrol trying to take it down along with the deputies, and you see them trying to stop traffic. Again, it's night. There's no illumination. The motorists on that road had to be petrified to see a pedestrian, but there was a delay from the time he jumped over to get to that location, from the time the law enforcement vehicle stopped, exited, but I didn't see any gunfire or any shots, so...
Yeah, maybe it was just a flashlight turning off and on. Maybe we can see it again, because I think that really was a pretty stunning thing to watch.